Start in 3, 2, 2.5, 1. Go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of Chair Shot Chronicles, where you'll be with me, Nick Natural.
I'm Brendan Montgomery.
And I'm John.
Okay, so we're going to get into what this podcast is like, kind of what we're going to cover. Most of it's wrestling, hint, hint, chair shot. But most importantly, we have to put the disclaimer because this is going to be inappropriate. There's going to be violence. There's probably going to be blood at some point. There will be a shit ton of cursing.
We will have a lot of talk of deathmatch wrestling, indie wrestling. Sometimes we'll be talking about movies, comic books. Sometimes music album drops. Never know, shoes, anything.
Mostly wrestling.
Mostly
though.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Like 90% wrestling, 10% other shit if we get to it. Obviously, much like in WWE and AEW, do not try anything that we showcase here at home. We won't be doing anything, by the way. I'm just talking about clips. You know, don't line the bottom of your shoes with thumbtacks and super kick your friend in the face. That's not good. Kinda. It'll get you match of the year, but that's about it. Anyway.
There's nothing wrong with getting match of the year.
There is nothing wrong with getting
Especially
match
if you're
of-
the Young Bucks.
Especially if you're the Young Bucks.
Yes.
Or the Lucha Bros. We can't... I mean, they were the other half of that. Anyway. I guess we'll get into the personal intros now. We're going to start with Nick. We'll go down the line. But,
Personal intros, oh.
yeah, this is kind of what we're about.
Yeah. So, I'm Nick. Had a little bit of training at WrestlePro New Jersey. Watching wrestling since I could shit. And, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I am Brendan. I am going to be the least popular person on this. I'm so excited about it.
He will have all the unpopular opinions for you.
I will have
Yes.
most of the unpopular opinions. I won't say all of them because John is an asshole, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of GCW. I'm also going to start following ICW. We're going to an event later on in April. That'll be fun. We'll definitely show footage and coverage from there. We'll probably go live from there too. It'll be awesome. I love deathmatch wrestling. Violence for the sake of violence is fucking awesome to me, and we'll also cut into it like a little bit later down the line, but I also love their promos. I think eventually we'll start ranking promos and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Intro shit.
Later on in
why
this
not?
episode, we'll be ranking all, like, not all, but we'll be ranking top reigns of people who have held the WWE Championship.
Yes. So the reason why I'm saying that a lot of people aren't going to like me, I have not been watching WWE as long, or wrestling in general. I watched when I was a little kid, and I kind of just fell off of it. Started following UFC, and then I got back into it when I was about 16. I'm 21 now, so I've been watching it consistently for 5 years. With that being said, I am not a WWE fan. I am an AEW fan, and a lot of people are going to fucking hate me for that, and I'm perfectly fine with that. To be fair, though, I do appreciate everything that WWE has done and paved the way for. Like, I'm not blind to that. I don't ignore all of the previous bullshit that went into AEW. Like, that's the issue, is that people... I know plenty of people that are like, fuck WWE, because they only look at it from what it was now. But I did watch when it was
we'll
really
never
good.
we'll never erase the legacy WWE has cemented.
Right.
But AEW is coming up as a hot competitor, and they're doing tough and serious work.
And I'll say these past 6 weeks, and again,
Oh
we
my
will get into this.
God.
These past 6 weeks have been solid. Anyway, more on that later. I'm going to pass it over to John now.
John?
Hi, I'm John. I'm 18 years old. I've been watching wrestling ever since I was born. I'm mainly a WWE fan. That's what I was always raised with. I was a major John Cena fan. Still am. AEW, though, solid 6 weeks. I've enjoyed it very much.
All right. So, I mean, I guess with that, let's start with the state of WWE today.
Do you guys think that they're selling the company? Because everybody keeps saying that. I hear it all over the place. They're going to sell.
I think it's a very big possibility that they're selling to Disney.
I think it's going to be... See, I don't think it's going to be Disney. I think it'll be internal. It's going to someone who's already in the company. And that's kind of what worries me.
What would be the reason to sell at that point, then? Why would you sell?
Okay,
Why just transfer it to another family member? You think it'll be a family member, or you think he'll keep out of that?
No, I think he's selfish as fuck and he won't.
I think he'll sell it to Nikan, if anything.
If he's smart and he wants people to keep watching, he could sell it to Triple H and let at least Triple H run the entire
but he already took
creative
NXT from him, and I don't think he'll give him the whole company now.
No, he's not. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like
there's no way that he's getting it. I'm saying if he's smart.
I feel like anytime you think you know what Vince McMahon's gonna do, he does something that like you're like, damn, I didn't even see this coming. Completely out of
my
left field.
issue with it is not only you don't see it coming. It's I hate this. It's I didn't see this coming. But Hell in a Cell just ended in a DQ. What the fuck? Like
it always it looks like they're trying. He's like intentionally trying to like screw it all up.
But he's not.
It doesn't make any sense
weird.
though. I don't get it.
I'm surprised that they've held on as many fans as they have. I mean, have you watched Raw recently?
Yeah, but their fan base is worldwide. They got fans in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, all over the world.
Yeah.
That's what's holding them up right now. And their deal with Saudi Arabia.
Yo, they make a lot of money
absolutely. 1,000%. Like 1,000%.
Past Raw. What happened on Raw this week?
Oh, yeah. We can... Yep, fuck it. Right in a Raw.
Right in the Raw. Let's jump into it. If we're going to talk about WWE, let's talk about
We're going to recap pretty much this past
week.
So... all through Revolution. So let's keep it going. So starting with Raw. First off, I got T-Bar and Omos. How do you guys feel about Omos?
I do not enjoy his work at all. I think he's very sloppy in the ring.
I think he's just big.
Yeah, I just think that's it. I hate the dudes who are in professional
WWE
wrestling.
is a straight up size queen.
Yes.
Like, it's the weirdest thing.
I mean, look at their past superstars. Braun, Andre,
I mean,
Big
he has
Show.
potential. It doesn't mean these guys can't go back to the PC and train. Or can't be getting better with the weeks that go on.
I don't hold
so
Andre the Giant size against him, though. I mean, that dude was scary big for no reason.
Yeah,
so
but
of course
Andre
he was going to be a superstar.
understood the ring, I feel. Like, he his character and just his ring awareness and the way he did his matches.
Yeah.
It was unlike the big men of today, I feel. He had, like, a certain, like, flair to him. Which is what I feel made him so great. Like, you are like, oh, wow, he is just a big giant. But, like, in the time that wrestling was at that point, I don't feel like we had guys who were, like, breaking ground.
No, he didn't.
It was
except Hogan.
Yeah, but, like, you had your
guys.
main, like, couple, like, 8 or something like that.
Yeah. So, my next question, do you think Omos will ever be WWE champion?
I hope
Whether
not.
it's Universal
I hope not,
or
but I could see them
I guess.
doing that.
I hope not. I could see, like...
I'm going to say I don't want it, but I'm going to say they're going to do it.
After our experience with Braun, and he was better than Omos in my opinion, I don't think so.
Definitely better than Omos.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get a world title run.
I mean, I'm not a fan of champs who can't, like, really hold their own on the mic. I feel like that's a crucial part of being champion, holding your own on the mic.
From what I've seen, I haven't seen much of Omos.
Yeah, he doesn't really talk. I mean, he did his little thing with AJ, and AJ was the mouthpiece for that.
Yeah.
So I just don't know where they're going with that. So they're having him face guys like T-Bar. So he's not beating anybody important.
Yeah.
T-Bar.
He's fighting jobbers to make him look even bigger. That's the whole point. When you put him over like that.
Like T-Bar is Dominic Dijakovic, right?
Yes.
So, like, I loved him in NXT. His matches with Keith Lee, they were awesome. But I feel like now, having him still be T-Bar up on the main roster, eating it to guys like Omos, totally discrediting everything he's done, I feel.
Well, that's another big issue that I have with WWE, and just going back to the state of it, it's like, you can say that dudes at AEW get lost in the shuffle, and yeah, sometimes it does happen. They have a huge roster that's growing constantly because WWE is making these cuts, and they want to capitalize on it.
Mm.
But I'll say this, people that we're seeing right now, I mean... they have killer fucking storylines there. WWE is running with the same 3 storylines on 3 different people, and I just don't give a shit.
They always take the step in the storyline where I'm like, again?
Yeah.
Again? Like, who did they have make out last week?
I don't even
Someone
know.
made out last week?
Yeah, like a couple or something kissed outside of the ring.
Oh,
when the match... Oh, it was whoever Tamina was in a match with. Akira Tozawa.
Oh, wow, they
And
did
then
that?
Dana Brooke kissed the guy who won 24/7 champion.
Oh, Reginald.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
why?
I saw that.
Why? What's the point? Like, we already had Tamina make out with Santino, didn't she? We're just doing the same thing with
Yeah.
Tamina over and over again. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so the next thing that I have up, not to cut you off, but just so that we can kind of keep rolling through, because we have a lot to cover.
No, we do.
We got Bianca's hair whip.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
goodness.
God.
Bianca Belair is a queen.
The fucking EST. I mean, let's be real
Yeah.
here. I love everything that she does. I have
She's
loved
about
everything
to
she does.
Reclaim her title at WrestleMania.
That was
people.
one of the biggest
She's going to become the
wastes.
first woman
like-
to main event and win WrestleMania. Like WrestleMania main event 2 years in a row.
Nice.
Wow.
My issue with Becky was I was actually excited for her to come back, but I was excited for this long-standing feud that was going to be really awesome, and somehow they tried to just copy and paste Seth's gimmick onto her, and then she didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I get
So
it.
then they kept going against Bianca, and I was like,
believe
I
that
would
she should have
rather...
lost the title to Liv Morgan in January.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely.
1000%.
They should have given Liv Morgan her shot. She's been there for
I'll say
long
this:
enough.
I don't think that Bianca should have fucking lost it. Like,
No, not,
not in
in
the way she
seconds.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fast.
I was expecting
Oh
at
my
least
God,
a good match. Give her some
yes.
courtesy.
Especially over holding down the company for these past how many months?
Yeah.
Holding down the company, being the champ,
A
face
fan
of the
favorite.
company. Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not
The
only
top babyface.
it's
in the
not
women's
only
division.
are you good, it's you're good and
you
you're
stepped up.
over. Like,
yeah.
how could you waste that?
And then
And it's
Becky- I mean, I
entertaining.
get it.
Yeah.
Really, if you had to think about it, I get it. They wanted everybody to hate Becky. What's the way we can hate Becky? Let her come back and just totally make the champ look like a chump.
Get some fucking cheap shots in or some shit. Like, don't win legit, but don't win in 8 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
It's because they also
look
heard
weak.
the pop she got when she came back,
Yeah,
and they wanted to turn her heel that quick.
I get it, but I feel like
you can still go heel, cheat, do some grimy shit
Yeah.
in the ring.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat her, and
I feel like she's very much
it
similar to what Seth
undermines
does.
Bianca to beat her in 8 seconds.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's my issue with it. You're undermining one of the best voices that you have right now. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely one of the best stars that you have right now. So there's Bianca. We didn't even talk about the hair whip specifically, but if you haven't seen it, fucking
Oh
watch
my
it.
God.
It's
Yeah.
so awesome.
Oh my goodness.
I love that. Like, this is the second time it's happened now.
They save it up for
Multiple,
the big
but
moment.
the
in
biggest
feud.
one,
It's
yeah.
multiple, yeah. I mean, fucking
Wicked.
Sasha's was
So
brutal.
good.
Sasha's
Oh
was
my god, that
brutal.
was
Yes.
a beater almost.
Great.
Next up we have, so how do you guys feel about Ziggler being in NXT?
I think it's something good for him to do as a single star.
Yeah,
As
I
of
like
now,
that they're using
losing
him.
him in the shuffle. I mean, but I like how they're putting him in a big time feud on
I like
Raw
that
and
they're
NXT.
using him, yeah.
You guys know me. I'm an avid Dolph Ziggler supporter.
No
I
longer a
think
fan.
He should be
He
champ.
I've
demoted
been a
himself.
fan,
He
yeah.
was a fan at one point.
One of the
I'm
best
still a fan.
intercontinental champions out there.
Yeah.
One of the
Um,
nicest guys I have ever met who is famous, at least in a niche community. He was so cool when I met him.
I don't doubt he's going to go
I
to
keep my cut
NXT
myself
and
up.
have great matches with these dudes who are down there. But
I would like for him to hold the belt just because it's another thing to tack on for him.
Yeah.
And I like
Oh,
those. I love
absolutely.
those collective heels that have like all of these accolades.
yeah, and
It's
I
like
honestly,
Matt Cardona.
I love what he's doing with
Like in the Indies, Matt Cardona has gotten a lot of shit and he's hated everywhere,
I
but
love
he
what
has
he's
so
doing.
many things. And it's great to watch him use it. I think Ziggler is that for WWE.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love what he's doing with Bobby Roode now, especially like the team.
Oh, their team
They're
is
just
great.
it's great, and I love Bobby Roode as well.
I don't like that they're calling him Robert Roode now,
Yeah, I wish they should call him Bobby.
but that was his OG name.
I'll
so.
never understand WWE and the fascination with switching up the first name. It doesn't
Well, I
make
mean,
any
that
sense.
was his OG name in TNA, so.
I mean, you could always.
Oh
name
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. But
You
I
could
mean,
always name the match.
I just feel like why switch it? Like you debut him as this, just keep it like that. Like there's no like making what does it matter to me?
Yeah.
What
Maybe
type
he
of t-shirt
wanted
we
it.
gotta
I
print?
mean, maybe it's what he wanted.
Yeah. What do we got next? What happened next?
How do we feel about Austin Theory fighting Pat McAfee at WrestleMania?
That'll be a good match, no doubt.
Yeah, after Pat McAfee's performance with Adam Cole,
He delivers.
yeah, I think we'll get a great match.
It was interesting because I remember when
I
people
just-
weren't paying attention to WWE and then Pat McAfee fucking performed crazy well, and everyone was kind of like, "How is this happening.
I just don't want to see Pat McAfee become like a Shane McMahon of
that's
some
good.
sorts, where he like essentially only wrestles like
At WrestleMania.
like once a year. You know what I mean? Like that's such a waste. It doesn't make any sense. Like I mean, no, it makes sense. Like if you're putting on an insane match, like doing something crazy, like I get it. But like,
yeah. I mean, just be more active.
It's his
Dude's
first
good.
match in almost
It's just
2 years, so...
It's also
Yeah.
just be more active, though, prior to it.
yeah, he does his commentary and he has the talk show.
Great
which is
commentator, I
good,
love
but,
it.
Like,
I love
wish-
his work on SmackDown.
I would love to see him more in the ring. It'd probably be good.
Yeah.
I don't doubt he would deliver.
I'll say this. I mean, initially I didn't like him, or I thought I thought I wouldn't like him.
I mean, I feel like I didn't like him. I thought that way because he was going against Adam.
Yeah.
and then
that
it was
match
just good.
Yeah.
That back
It was
flip
like
off the top
shit.
rope.
You
Yeah.
gave me nothing to complain about.
Yep.
All right, so up next, I love this title. Should Logan Paul be in wrestling?
No.
I don't think the Paul brothers should be involved in anything. That's it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't
I
want
mean-
to.
I'll say this. I will lessen my load of hatred on Logan Paul,
Yes.
and I'll shift it to Jake. And that Logan Paul
That's
lately
saying a
has
lot,
been
too.
so not awful.
Yeah, I
Lately.
feel like Logan
Even as a
Paul has
Pokemon fan,
matured.
I'm not crazy about him being involved in that hobby. Like he branches out to a lot of things, and I think it's essentially clickbait. It's to get his fans watching, and I understand the move to do it. I just wish that it was a bit more entertaining, so that we didn't have to bring this dude in.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have much rather seen Miz and Morrison.
A lot of these, it's crazy that they released him. It's
Yeah.
still,
Oh
it's
my
still
God.
They'll
like
never do right by him.
confuses me. I mean, he's at GCW.
I
now.
was hopeful
Oh,
that
he
they
is?
would
Wow.
do right by
Yeah,
him.
that's
this
that.
past-
He's
this
doing
past run.
doing a couple things. I mean, technically, no one signed to GCW except
Yeah,
for
true.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Legend.
Great.
MDK all fucking day. But next up we have Heel Edge. We have to talk about the hair, but we'll do that after. Edge as a heel
Finally.
Finally, again.
is when I didn't like him because I was 6 and I only wanted the good guys to always win. However, revisiting it, obviously, you can't ignore Heel Edge. It is fucking
the best type
legendary.
of edge
Yes.
that there is. Edge, start wearing some conditioner in your hair during some
Please.
matches, bro. I can't. Beth
Or tie
too.
it back or some shit.
Yeah, man, I can't
should
do
make me
the
cool.
fuzzy, frizzy mess. You look wild, bro. You looking like you just.
It
took
looked like
8
it
volts.
dried up by the time that he was attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was.
I mean,
Edge, you're doing great, hun, but the hair's not for me.
I'll
his
say,
match at Mania is going to
Excuse
be,
me.
no pun intended, phenomenal.
Oh, they're gonna put on a hell of a match. AJ's a perfect person.
I'll say this: it is going to be in the running for match of the year.
Yes.
Definitely, probably, hopefully.
I think it's going to elevate AJ. I think it's going to elevate AJ back to that main event status, and he'll win the world title soon.
So this is a prediction
Probably.
question.
I can see that for him.
This is a prediction question for you guys. So here it is. It's kind of a 2-parter, not really. Depends on your answer.
Okay.
Is Edge about to get retired? If not, is there a world championship run for Edge left?
Okay, my answers to that are
No, it's not his retirement match to me.
You don't think AJ will retire him, or you don't
No,
think
I
AJ
don't-
is good enough to retire?
I don't
we have
think he'll
to-
retire him. I think that he doesn't want to retire yet. I think he's going to let his 3-year contract go.
yeah. I think the questions
I just
are
feel like we're well into it.
how many matches a year have we getting from Edge?
Wow, I mean, last year we got a very
We got-
good amount.
We got like 7 or 8.
So
we got
how
his
many?
3-match run.
How many superstars that Edge has not faced in the past, or do you think he owes another match to that he'll get one in with that he hasn't?
Wow, that's
How
a
many
good-
people that could be?
Okay,
So, if
my
he
guess
wants
for
to
that,
finish all those
if that's the
checkpoints,
route,
like I feel like he's gonna go through them.
here's the thing: if that's the
Yeah.
route that they want to go, I could see them fucking with Orton breaking a record for a title reign, and then Edge going after it, and then that retirement happening.
I just
Do we
just-
want to see Edge and Orton again?
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say. It comes down to: do you want to go and see these two legends go at it?
I just
For
I
me, yes, but at the same time, there's got to be a high
I would
stakes
like
shit.
to
It's got to
see
be
Edge
violent. It's got to be
as-
Yeah.
pushing it.
I would like to see
And
Edge
they're
as
never gonna
champion
go that
again
route.
one day. But the stakes have to be right, and he has to
Right.
beat the right person. It can't be
I'm
like
down for heel Edge champion though.
Yes.
yeah, but it has to mean something.
But he's got to be
And
grimy
with
like
both
he was.
belts being mixed up between Brock and Roman right now,
It
we
sucks.
have no idea who else is going to get a shot.
There's no room
Yeah.
for him if they keep going with Big
Unless he pulls off a great one and wins Money in the Bank again. And becomes the first ever 3-time Money in the Bank winner.
If he wins Money in the
Or
Bank,
older, because he technically didn't win his second one in a
That would be
match.
really good. That would be dope.
if he wins Money in the Bank, I would lose my shit just because we see Edge on a ladder.
Yeah. That's
And
wild.
that's pushing it. So that's what I'm worried about. But I mean, I hope it happens. All right.
Finn Balor!
Closing out Raw
God.
with Finn Balor, the
Finn
fucking demon,
Balor.
the OG leader of Bullet Club.
Getting a little something that he deserves.
Yeah.
Thank you. Finally.
After the reports we heard that he'll never be a main event player for WWE, I'll accept this because he's underused. Very underused.
I just hate that report.
Finn
Yeah.
Balor's clean. So clean in the
Oh
ring.
my god. And the dude's 41.
Yeah, like
That's
he's not
such a
doing this
legacy.
forever. That's why I wish he was getting a bigger
Yeah.
push.
For 40
I
minutes,
still think he
it's
should have
insane.
beat Roman at Extreme Rules. I will say that right now.
Yeah.
He was on the top rope and they had it collapse and it made no sense because
Yeah.
in the match before, fucking Dawkins, there we go. Angelo Dawkins. Like, tripping myself up. Fucking Angelo Dawkins. I forgot who he was holding up on the rope, but standing on the top rope and then just fucking fell back.
It may have
No
been
problem.
the Usos or something like that.
Maybe.
Oh, it was like a silly little mess up at the end of the match, right?
Yeah.
WWE's been having
it wasn't
like
even a mess
sloppy
up.
finishes.
Nah,
in
dude,
their
it wasn't a
matches.
mess up. They had Finn go fucking ballistic. He attacked both the Usos at the end of the match. It was super clean. He put
Yeah.
one of them through a table. It was
Mhm.
sick. Throws Roman in the ring, is about to hit the fucking, was it 1915?
Oh, the coup de grace, I think.
Or coup de grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the stomp? The jumping stomp?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I always get them confused. This is why everyone's going to hate me. This is why. It's going to happen a lot. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm trying. I really am. But
We'll get him
he's
there.
about to hit that. And then the rope collapses. And then
Yeah,
Roman
silly.
hits
Spears
like
him.
fucking spears him and then pins him. And I went, you just got your ass beat, bro. Why does one move, and we're going to get into this later, this is foreshadowing. Why does one move just save everything? Why does one move save everything? So stupid to me. Especially when it's a move that I just don't think is that move. I don't think the spear anymore is this.
Yeah,
Oh,
a lot
fuck!
of people. do.
Like,
I mean,
We
depends
have
on
the
who's
gore,
delivering
we
it.
have the friggin' spear, we have, like, and so many people have used it.
people are
Batista,
even
Edge,
overusing the
Goldberg.
Canadian Destroyer.
Batista does. No, but Big Show does it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah, like, come on. It's like the super kick now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, it's funny because John was talking about fucking everybody does the Canadian Destroyer now.
They
oh,
do.
yeah,
They
dude, that
do.
too.
That's
It's a
another
great-
move that's sick.
It's great. I love it. But everybody just does it, and I feel like it's ruining its repetition
All right.
as a finisher.
Speaking of Canadians, Kevin Owens
Yeah.
and Stone Cold. This is gonna be weird.
Do you think we are getting another match from Stone Cold? God, I hope so.
I think so, but I don't think it's gonna be.
I mean, I really think he's going to show up and whoop his ass. That's probably...
I think Kevin Owens is going to build it that way. I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
think
take a few
Stone
bumps
Cold is
here and
coming
there.
in to do this though.
But
Yeah.
I think it might be... I think it might be what we want.
I'm not the biggest Kevin Owens fan.
If I... Like, why...
It's like hit or miss.
Stone
with me
Cold
for-
ain't the type of guy to half-ass shit.
No, I know.
Like, I just
It's-
don't
it's
think he
just
should
how-
come back. I mean,
For me, it's
for
like
a match, at least. I don't
for
think
me,
he
it's
should
like
come back.
what's his mobility like?
Yeah.
He's fit. I mean, he takes care of himself, but what's his mobility?
He hasn't wrestled
like?
in 19 years.
Yeah. Unless maybe they've been talking about this for a while. My man's been low-key
Hopefully. That'd be,
training.
if they did that, that'd be great.
It's just
I'm a huge Kevin Owens fan,
it's iffy
especially
for me.
Kevin Steen. So, I've enjoyed everything he's done.
It's iffy for me on if Stone Cold can get back to that like caliber to perform again, depending on how his mobility just is.
I don't think he will. I don't think it'll be that great, but I think he'll be decent
I think he's
enough to
gonna,
have
like-
one final match.
I don't
I
even.
think you get it.
I genuinely don't think it's going to be a match. I think he's going to come in. He's going to try to
Segments
talk.
here and there. Maybe like a street fight that's like very like... dragged
Yeah.
out.
Not even a street fight. I think that at Mania he's going to come in. He's going to hit a few moves. Stunner, done.
Yeah.
I feel
Luthez
like they
press,
have to
stunner,
play...
done.
They have
Like,
to play on the fact that Kevin Owens is doing the stunner now and follow that whole.
He's
like,
gonna do it to Stone Cold, and Stone Cold should pop up, do the Luthez press, and then like fucking close it out. It'll be a quick thing, and Stone Cold's gonna win.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they're in Texas this year.
And then
And
cue
there's
the
no
beers.
way that they're gonna have.
Yeah.
And then cue the beers.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we forgot to mention this. This is important. Our timeline is going to be a little bit iffy these first 2 weeks, but we'll get it settled. So that was announced today, the day that we're recording, which is a Tuesday. But we're going to change it up later. You'll see. We'll be fine.
You guys will be seeing this on a Thursday, so, but
the goal is to cover up the week leading up to, like, Smackdown, basically. And, we'll close out.
And then give you guys just, like, a little recap and talk about it and make it not sound so
We
boring.
probably should have done this in the beginning, but it's fine.
It's
fine. Do I? Okay. Now let's get into Smackdown.
Smackdown, Sasha, teaming up.
Just
With
real
Reuniting
quick.
Team Bad.
Time out,
pumped.
real quick. I am pumped for that. I'll get my thoughts in, but people, like, kind of suck SmackDown, in my opinion.
Mm.
And I know that it's significantly better than Raw. I would much rather watch SmackDown any day of the week compared to Raw. But at the same time, I do kind of watch it and feel like I'm watching the same fucking thing transpire with, like, better people who are just more into it.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know, just the show as a whole I'm, like, iffy with, because I'm like, it's better than Raw, but Raw is kind of bad. So where does that leave SmackDown? Sorry. I will apologize a lot in this. I'm going to have to.
So here's a prediction question. Do we think Sasha and Naomi are going to win the women's tag titles at WrestleMania?
I hope. I mean, if they're not going to give Naomi a shot at the women's title or something like that, I guess a tag team run will do.
Who's in the match?
Because as of today,
is it the triple threat?
It is now a triple threat with them, Selena, Carmella, and Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, which I think is a great pairing. I think they could win as well, but I would rather Sasha and Naomi.
I think they're going to win. Yeah, I think that Rhea and Liv Morgan are going to win. At least that's who I want to win. I'll really have to see how the feud plays out to see where it goes, because we have, a few weeks until Mania. It's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens. And that's the thing with WWE that I appreciate, is that I can still wait to see, I'm not interested in this, but are they going to clear it up to make it more interesting to people like me?
I mean, so
it's hard to say.
We're reuniting two people. I think they'll win the tag team titles. They have to. I mean, come on.
How prevalent were they when they were a tag team?
They were with Tamina as well, right?
Yeah, I think that was a very under.
Like, were they?
They didn't use them that
They didn't
long.
do much because it was
like a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and they were like trying to use all the
SummerSlam.
women they had
Because they had to split them up because one was injured and the other one went to a movie. It was weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely, hopefully, we hope the best that they win the tag titles.
Yes.
Usos retaining their tag titles.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do we think they're going to pull up a year as SmackDown Tag Team Champions?
Most likely.
I don't think so.
Haha, you're wrong. They're gonna.
I believe that they're
I don't want them to, is what I should say.
I don't think
that's
they
the thing
will.
with WWE.
If
It's
I'm
like,
being
I
honest,
don't
think they will. I think they're going to lose them at Mania to the new champions RK Bro in a unification match, just like they're doing with Brock.
So so you're assuming they're unifying everything?
Just the SmackDown tag. That's just the tag titles and world titles.
And then they're eventually going to do away with the brand split again?
I hope. I really hope. Maybe it'll make the product a little bit better.
I guess.
It's funny because I like the Usos as a tag team. I'm just done seeing them. It's a lot of the similar shit.
Yeah.
But again, they're super entertaining and they're super charismatic. Like, they're awesome to watch in the ring.
Yeah,
especially like their spots.
I wish they did more in a a little bit of this Roman thing. They are great in the ring.
Yeah.
But I wish they had a little bit more.
I was going crazy when Roman
Roman's
was against what? Roman was against Jay, right?
That was great.
Oh yeah.
When Jimmy was on injury.
Yeah.
Dude, I was fucking like, holy shit, we're gonna get Jey Uso as champion.
No, I didn't think that.
I did. I remember FaceTiming Nick and like, this is gonna happen, dude. Like, holy shit, this match is insane. And they milked it.
Yeah.
It was a good match. And then Roman won, and I was still okay with that.
Especially since it was the start of his reign.
Exactly. But at this point, I am fucking done with Roman Reigns.
Hey, a lot of people are done. How do you guys feel about Ronda?
I'm not a Ronda fan at all.
Oh my god. We're gonna get
John, you hate Ronda.
John hates Ronda. Don't ask him why.
Hate Ronda overall or just in the wrestling world?
Just in the wrestling world, I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I mean,
I don't think she belongs.
She tries to incorporate her UFC thing, and I feel like when it comes down to it,
think
she never says the right thing off camera. Like, she's always like, I
Yeah.
don't care what they think. And like, but
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Look at the fan base that you wrestle for. Like,
And you come back and you get this big pop. Shut your mouth.
yeah, I get it. But do you think she's beating Charlotte?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're doing as
1000%.
much as they can to get Charlotte her 17 women's reigns, and she's going to beat her father's reign.
Do you think she'll do it before anybody beats hers in the men's division?
Yes.
Wow.
Let's be honest. I doubt Cena's breaking that 16 anytime
I
soon.
would be so surprised if they don't do it at Hollywood.
Yeah, but
I
that's a
don't
whole
know.
year from now.
Yeah.
She's
I'm just
already
saying,
at
that's
14
another
reigns. She's
And
got
to
three
make the
reigns
reign mean something, he would have to stick around for a while. He would have to build
like
it
he
up.
did for
I just feel
SummerSlam,
like
but
he's
he'd have
not
to
going
go
to stick
longer.
around that
He
long.
could do it. I
You
think he
can't
could.
see him.
I mean, yeah. You're right.
We're talking
I
about
couldn't
this, We're
see
talking
him
about this
doing it.
enigma of a floating belt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Now we got Roman's promo.
Roman's promo.
Now we get into
Always
Roman Reigns.
lately
reign.
cutting sick promos. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Got
He's
it
fucking
together.
insane on the
Killing
mic.
it.
I love it. I just wish he did something.
Yeah. I mean,
Something new, I should say. I
It's
don't
just
know.
a domination reign. I get it,
Shut up.
but I just wish that it was more compelling and there was a little bit more to it.
I have a wild theory that I believe that WWE was going to make him break Bruno Sammartino's original WWE Championship reign.
That's such a long
But
time.
it is such a long time. I don't think they do it, but it would be
Yeah.
pretty wild.
I don't think you get people to stick around for that long.
I'm hoping they don't do it.
They're not.
That
I
would be
doubt
wild.
It would suck. And
I mean, let's not give him any ideas.
I'll say this: you already put it out.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
Sucks.
say this:
But oh well.
Roman is a dominant wrestler.
Yeah,
The dude is good in the ring. There's no denying. He's
and has gotten
entertaining.
better on the mic.
He's great
definitely.
with fans. Killer on the mic. His last few promos have been awesome.
Yeah,
I just think that we're seeing again a lot of the same things, and I just think shit could have been broken up a little bit easier. You have two dudes in the business right now who have the idea of I never lost it. Like
Yeah.
I never lost the belt, and you didn't
Oh,
run
yeah,
with it.
Yeah. Like
And if
Finn,
you didn't want to go
that
with
would've been
Edge, who's
great
too
match.
old, fine. You don't want to give him another reign, and you
then
just
Finn,
want the
you also
legend there.
have Finn who
That's what I'm
didn't
saying.
lose the title.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You could have gone to Finn,
then
and I think
didn't
that was
go
the
with that.
best option, and then you didn't go with it, and you
Instead-
missed out on a whole
instead
division
they
of
brought
dudes.
Finn to NXT.
I mean, that was great either way.
Yeah,
I
but
enjoyed that
come
run. I
on,
enjoyed the
man.
heel turn.
We did all this work for the Universal.
It makes
being
me
the first
sad.
Universal Champion.
A lot of the dudes like in WWE, it makes me sad when I watch them resign or extend their contract for whatever reason because I'm just like, damn, I feel like
At that point, they're just doing it for the money.
it's the payday. And while I get it because you can't go to an indie scene and get paid the same.
I
as
just feel like as a
WWE,
fan, want to see you do
like,
more.
fuck, I'd rather see him in Bullet Club. I'd rather see him in fucking where New Japan,
Ring of Honor. Well, we'll get to that later.
New
Ring of
Japan,
Honor.
Ring of Honor, even AEW. There's some people that I'm like, fuck. How cool would it be to see them in House of Black? How cool would it be to see them in Death Triangle? Like
Impact. Even
Impact,
Impact
yeah.
would be great. They're killing it right now.
Impact's
yeah.
another company that I just have to start following, but I do know a little bit.
Yeah.
Very, very little.
You have been on your GCW kick lately.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I have. I've bought. How many events have I bought
Oh my god.
lately? I think I've.
It's just nonstop text. He's like, "Hey guys, I got the event. Check
I think
it
I
out."
spent.
wanna watch
I
it?
think I
Go
spent
for
like
it.
220. Yeah, I think I spent like 220 on just a shit ton of events. It's awesome.
Also, AEW.
Yeah,
That was
we're on
this
the
week
state
at
of
AEW.
Okay, what do you mean
Great
this week?
Segue.
This fucking 2 months of
Oh my
AEW.
God, this past year in AEW is honestly been garbage.
Disgustingly good. Disgustingly good. It is unnecessary. This
Look,
is where
a
you're
lot
gonna
of
hear
fans won't say it after it all went down. I miss Kenny so much right now.
Oh, absolutely. I always do. Kenny's the best
I
wrestler.
do too. I just hope that
He's
when
one of
he's
the best
back,
they
he's
got.
fucking back and he's fighting a lot
Yeah.
more.
Well,
I
he
didn't
gets
see enough
Healthy
defenses
as hell
from
and
him,
comes back
I
and
can't
does
wait for that,
insane
yes.
matches.
but I also know that he's spread so thin across so many different
Promotions.
Yeah, promotions. There we go. I couldn't think of the word.
The torture he put his body through. Like now
Oh
he's
my
got
God.
to deal with
He
all this
wrestled a
stuff
full
now.
year with practically no shoulders.
Crazy, insane.
It's
And
interesting
still
to
put
me.
on a phenomenal match.
Absolutely. It was so cool to kind of see him get dethroned too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Especially
it was
to
a really
who it
interesting
was,
thing.
Hangman.
Hangman's reign. Do I start?
Yeah. I mean,
everyone's gonna.
you've
hate
been waiting to talk about it.
Yes.
So.
I'm not a fan of Hangman's reign. I think he's good. I think he's really good. I think he's good in the ring. My issue is that his past few matches, and I'm like where it counts. Danielson both times. Fucking Lance Archer, even in the death match. Extreme Rules. Anyway, even in Adam Cole's thing, which we'll get to in our Revolution recap, he gets his ass kicked for 30 fucking minutes, sometimes 45.
Gets in, pulls off his
Gets in, buckshot! 1, 2, 3, he retains.
They're making the move look unbeatable. That's what they're going for.
And it's flashy, but it's not. Like,
I
to
enjoy
me,
the move. I'll be honest. I
it's a
enjoy
good
the move.
move when it's caught so off guard, but even then, I'm like, bro, you've been kicking his ass for 20 minutes.
I feel like
you should kick out of this.
To have him be the guy who dethroned Kenny, I just feel like it's a little bit of
I was
a
expecting
lackluster
more.
run. Yeah.
And part of it could be with their
Like
roster.
Kenny.
You know, they have a lot to go through. But honestly, I think that
I would have loved to see Darby do it.
Darby's coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you think is going to be the next?
That's who
Oh,
I'm
wait,
looking for
timeout,
next.
timeout. That's later. We're doing AEW predictions later. I can see it in my notes. I can see it right there in
We're
my
getting
notes.
ahead of schedule.
getting ahead of it.
Really ahead.
All right, so with that, we'll go into CM Punk's recent comment. Let me pull it up on my phone real quick. So this is interesting. We live in such a weird time where there's professional wrestling fans and there's weird WWE fans. He's right. That's all they've ever seen. It's like they don't know other stuff exists. They don't know that there's other ways of telling the story and doing things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what he means by that, and I guess he's saying, is just like, if you're one of the people out there who swears by only
WWE.
watching WWE, then I don't think you really like professional wrestling. I think you're more of this, like, entertainment side of it.
I only
But-
like the storyline.
Yeah, but
And
if
that's
you're
it.
watching it for a good match, then WWE usually always doesn't deliver on that. But
I
there
mean, they had their moments.
are so many indie promotions
Oh,
that
absolutely.
people don't even know exist.
talking
about
aren't
indie
getting
promotion.
enough recognition.
I mean, you want to talk about indie promotions, fine. You don't want to go to fucking CZW, ICW, PCW, ECPW.
Like, shout out to ECPW.
Yes.
Or Wrestle Pro.
Absolute shout out to them.
Yeah,
If you want to start,
local.
but if you want to, I'm saying that even if you don't want to start it local because you're like, no, I'm not going to be interested,
Yeah.
fine. Go to New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominant
Their
wrestlers
streaming
there.
service.
Just dominant wrestling there. Like, I'm saying, like, for the sake of wrestling, if you want to go there and you want to see some crazy matches with clean spots, fast pace, and even if heavyweights are your thing, it's not like they don't have heavyweights. In fact,
They have a whole junior heavyweight
in
division.
fact, it's
Yeah.
more exact. Like, watch New Japan.
CM Punk was right. Weird wrestling. Weird WWE fans.
And I'll say this, I feel like a lot of WWE fans were like, what
The
the fuck,
people
you're calling
after-
me weird? And I'm like, nah, if you think he's calling you weird, chances are he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
when I went to Super Smackdown months ago, we were chanting for Punk, and then other people were booing immediately after. Or people were doing, like, some weird anti-AEW chants. And it was
Yeah.
weird to me, because I was like, what? Fine, you don't like the company, but you can't say the match quality is bad.
Yeah.
You
it's not.
can't. You just can't.
It's not. It's great.
So, speaking of match quality, fucking Dynamite the past
Casino Royal.
6 weeks.
How do we feel about the Bucks
Casino
winning
Royal.
that Casino Royal and the return of Top Flight?
Okay. Top Flight.
Dope. Awesome.
Great tag team. I love
It's
Dante
awesome.
Martin.
I hope we see him win a little bit more.
We will with this tag team
Yeah,
coming back, definitely.
The
I
Young
think-
Bucks won a shot at Jurassic Express with this, right?
They won.
Yes.
They won their shot into the triple threat that
Yeah.
happened at Revolution.
Which,
Oh, yes, yes,
again,
yes, yes, yes.
coming up next. Maybe. Not really. Kind of, sort of.
Hopefully.
I lied. It's happening soon. Anyway. I thought the match was actually really good. I saw a lot of really awesome fucking spots in it. It's hard to really complain when the Young Bucks are in a match.
Yeah, never.
I think they're going to go down in history as like a cemented one of,
Most
if
likely
not
one of the greatest tag teams of all
Yeah,
time.
like
Yeah.
one of, if not the. I think they have enough time left in their careers
Yes.
to
To
build
do
that.
so much more.
Yeah,
They're
and they,
only just cracking the surface.
you know, they push
Oh
it
my
too.
God.
Like they
For the-
fucking
Oh,
For the
push
buzz
the
they
limit.
had when they were in their early 20s and stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Awesome.
mean, I read their book. It's great. Learn their story.
Shout out.
Yo.
Shout out to the Young Bucks. This is not
Yeah.
a paid promotion. Killing the
Yeah,
business.
great
Literally in the title.
Great book.
Oh shit! It is called that. From
Brennan
backyards to the big leagues. Anyway,
doesn't
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
Never learned how.
I'm surprised I was reading.
How are
Braille.
we reading these notes?
Yeah.
It's a Braille. It's Braille screen.
Yeah.
Actually, it's nothing. No.
How do we feel about Christopher Daniels coming back?
The
after
return
the
of
eye injury?
SCU.
I'll
No.
never complain.
Yeah, I won't
Christopher
complain.
Daniels.
I don't think he's got a shit ton of time left. Do you guys
No.
think?
No, but
I mean, he's an
think
older
he-
dude, right?
He could totally stay involved.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
definitely going to stay involved because he's a big time player in the backstage role of
Yeah.
AEW. In ring, I think he's got at least a good 2 to 3 years left. Same thing as Edge.
Yeah.
I doubt a world title reign. I doubt anything like that, but he'll
I
have
think
great
he could do
matches.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe if they introduce a new belt for some sort of other lesser tier under TNT or
They could totally make a dark title. I wouldn't be mad at it.
or recognize
Oh,
FTW.
yeah, that'd be dope.
They
Yeah.
recognize FTW, that would be sick.
I mean, they technically
They
do.
technically did because Stark
They've had
defended.
people defend. Yeah. They have been having a lot of defenses. About
Okay,
it.
Then
so
we got
next up,
MJF, CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Honestly, with the way it's been going, I think it could be feud of the year already.
Oh yeah, killer.
We're in March. It's going to be so hard to beat it because, okay, fine. You want to separate the blood and gore from the last match and just last
And
promo?
segment, yeah.
Fine. Go with just the segments. But January 5th in New Jersey, I was there when he was like, you know what, you can headline that buy one, get one free extravaganza that they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're pulling jabs with each
Yeah.
other. It's not...
And the MJF promo where he was doing the whole "You can't see me, man." Or,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
King
they're
of
making
Kings,
they're
it's
making
great.
their headlines, their weekly headlines.
It's
they gotta be in the
crazy.
news. It's good. I mean, it's good for
And
TV.
CM
Yes.
Punk has always been good on the mic.
Yeah,
My
never
That's
a question.
not
2011. Oh my god, pipe bomb.
Never a question. Always a Punk fan. Since
Unde-
ROH
okay.
days,
Oh my god.
We'll get into that later.
ROH days using the OG
Okay.
music.
Yep.
All right, guys. We have the Undisputed Originals versus Dark Order and Hangman Page.
I love the pairing of Hangman Page and Dark Order. I think it's fun.
I don't think it does him anything.
I mean, it got him over for a little while. I'm not gonna lie. When he was,
I feel like
having his
aligning with Dark Order gets you far, and
Well,
this is my issue with
Also,
it. Is
do you watch
because-
Being the Elite?
yeah,
No.
Yeah.
See, I watch Being the Elite every
that's
week.
it. That's it.
you gotta think that's how they started. When he had his feud with Matt Hardy and he was doing the whole promos of I'm gonna get a lawnmower, and he won the earnings, and him
Yeah.
and Dark Order showed up the next week with a
He
big
played
ass
in a
lawnmower.
big character role for Being the Elite.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I remember seeing him a lot just in AEW, obviously.
my man was a school teacher,
Yo,
and now he's AEW champion.
what a
Anything is
story.
possible, like Kevin Garnett.
Cowboy era.
How do
shit.
we feel about the Undisputed Era or Originals in AEW right now?
I'm down, bro. I'm down.
I wanna
I'm
see
glad they
Kyle-
got out of WWE when they started shitting
I
all over NXT.
Just want to know what's going on with Undisputed Era, the Young Bucks, and Bullet Club.
I think really we're far fetching on that. I don't think this storyline has anything to do with Bullet Club, even though Jay White's involved. I think he showed up.
I feel like you just
weeks.
undid the statement by ending it with
No, I
even though
know.
Jay White's involved.
Even though Jay White was in the story, I think it was just a one-time thing to get a draw for a little while.
I don't
or
think so because
an
he's
appearance.
constantly tagging it in his post.
I mean,
since
yeah.
he's been on it.
Because he did offer them a position back in the Bullet Club. They haven't accepted it yet.
The
Or
thing
denied
is,
it. I don't know if they denied it or not, but
the thing is, when Kenny comes back, I think we'll see more of him. But until that is closer, we're not gonna know.
yeah.
So
And I don't think we'll see Kenny back until July time. July
I think
to
it'll be
August.
sooner. I think it'll be June.
I thought it was going to be longer. With the way they were making it sound, like how many injuries the guy had, I thought it was going to be like a year.
It could be, honestly. Who knows how long his recovery is going to take or how good it's going or how bad it's going.
Yeah.
The way that I see it is that once he's back, are they going to do something with Bullet Club? I think yes.
I think it's possible.
And I'm not saying that
depends
he's
on
going to
how-
be a part of it.
It may
But
not
I mean,
be the
again,
exact way you're expecting it.
how
Yeah.
sick would it be
I think
if we get the
because
cleaner?
It
Like,
depends on how long
Bullet
it's
Club
going to
will
take
go
for it to
down as
happen
one of the best factions to ever
outside
exist.
of WWE, yeah.
I mean, what do you mean? I
I'm
would
saying
even
they're
say
the best faction
No, I
outside
I would
of
say
WWE.
of professional wrestling if you go down like that
Top 10 list,
again,
yes.
top 10. I would even say top 5,
but
honestly.
again,
Yeah.
yeah, I would put them in top 3.
combat WWE T-shirt sales with Hot Topic Bullet Club T-shirt
Oh my
sales.
god, that was
Like,
great. I remember that.
Made a name for themselves on their own. They were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it
They
ourselves
used being
and
the
do
elite
it however."
to
Yeah,
explain
exactly.
their whole entire popularity.
And
it's not even like they still don't
it's
use
new,
it. Because you
young
have copyright
guys
infringement.
who are
Oh, yeah,
in with the generation, guys who are in with this type of comedy, who are in with the new school type of wave, who are wrestling in J1s and kicks. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Like wearing streetwear, like.
On almost every Being the Elite, they do like a sneaker review or a pickup or something
Before
like
we
that.
move on to the next thing really quick, I'm going to just throw out a shout out to the man Hook
Oh my god.
coming out.
Hook.
I will
Being
say
new-
I am a hooker.
New age of
for
wrestler.
life.
Like,
Shout out to
come on.
all the hookers out there.
I will say this: he's doing nothing, and I have no complaints.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do
I love when he
shit.
shows
Yeah.
up with a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos and just eats them. I'll pop for that any day of the week.
I'm
It's
down. I love Cool Ranch
funny.
Doritos.
Okay, so I went to his. So I was ringside for his debut. Holy shit! So they were like, "We're sending out Hook for Rampage," and everyone was like, "Fucking Hook!" Like it started
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It wasn't anything other than
He
oh shit!
he got-
Like Hook.
he got popped
Like, it was
came out with
crazy.
Taz.
It was so unnecessary.
Oh, when he just came out with
And
like
just
on the
stood
side.
there
Yeah.
in his hoodie. Get pops.
It
Great.
was so unnecessary though because they announced it because they do Rampage after
Yeah.
Dynamite usually, and everyone was like fucking Hook because you don't know.
Nobody
obviously.
knew what was happening this one day.
Now we got what? We're on Tony Khan buying Ring
Oh
of Honor.
my
Ring of Honor?
god, I'm so pumped for this.
You seem to have said that.
Ring of Honor's
not
4
excited.
month
about it.
hiatus. I mean, I'm excited. They said they're doing a developmental thing, right? I mean,
That's the rumor
they
going
say
on.
I just
that
hope-
talks have fizzled out of Cody being in WWE. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it
I
doesn't,
think
I feel like
think
why
now
wouldn't
that
Cody run the new ROH developmental?
Imagine having Cody and Regal.
I believe that Regal is going
Cody's
to play a
running a
big part of
school.
this.
Where's the school? Cody's
Georgia,
school?
I
Yeah,
believe.
Georgia. And they put on YouTube, they put on some great pay-per-views on there, and he's doing great things with those people too. Like,
Yeah.
awesome. So, like, if anybody's going to run it developmental, I could totally see it being him.
I think Regal's going to have a big part to play in it as well since he just got signed.
Yeah, that would be great too.
I just think that with
William
Ring of
Regal.
Honor, I mean,
OG
not only did you just buy crazy tapes, like you have access to all of that shit, but you just
Yeah,
got
they can
their
release
whole
that
roster.
whenever they want.
You just got their whole Hall of Fame.
Not
put-
even their roster. Some of their roster's gone. They
Yeah.
have
Well,
to win
yeah.
the Impact.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that you're getting these legends that are in the Hall of Fame that are
Yeah.
recognized. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
dude,
Like
Tony
they
Khan
must
has the
have-
fucking Briscoes.
they
Oh,
must
yeah,
have
hell,
made
you're
a
right.
deal way back then, so that way they could put Punk and Bryan and all of them in the Hall of Fame.
We're gonna get Briscoes versus Young Bucks eventually.
We're getting Briscoes versus FTR at the Ring of Honor,
which is
Oh,
going
yeah,
to be batshit crazy. I mean, let's be real here. You have FTR, some of the most I'm talking funny and
I'm gonna be honest,
entertaining.
FTR's on my top 5 tag teams of all time.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
I
That's
enjoy them a lot.
I respect it. I respect the choice.
It's funny because
I don't know if they'd be up there for me that high. Wow.
I don't think they
enjoy
would
them
be
a
that
lot.
high for me, but I mean, they
I'm a
would
technical
be an
fan. I
honorable
love
mention.
their work in the ring. It's just perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Do they
Alright.
mess up? Yes, but it's still great.
No, it's awesome. I'll say this though. I mean, some of their endings have been confusing. Like when I saw them go against Lucha Bros before Lucha
Yeah.
Bros lost, that whole mix-up thing of you didn't pin the legal guy.
Mhm.
Part of me was like, damn, you're really running with this, and I don't even think that was the case.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I
wait,
remember,
you're saying meaning you thought they did they made a mistake? Or
yeah,
they did
it
it on
looked
purpose?
it looked like the ref counted 3 and he was not supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: I wasn't the only one confused in that arena when it happened.
Yeah.
Because it ended and we were all like, "Oh, Lucha Bros retained,
oh.
sweet, sweet." So let's keep it going, sort of thing.
Word.
Speaking of Rampage, where I saw that,
Eric Redbeard, how do we feel?
I hate the name, but I'm down.
I do hate the name.
Yeah, I don't like it that much either,
I'm not
but-
crazy about it.
How do we feel about him in the ring?
I think he's always, he's muscle. He's going to be the counter to Brody King.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
a big dude. I think he plays good characters.
I think he's good enough to show up, be violent, kick ass, and leave. He doesn't
Yeah.
really have to
Yeah.
do much. And
Because
which,
he debuted with
Penta and Pac.
yeah, and that's a dope dude.
At least he's not coming out with a freaking cage and with a robotic spider in it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true.
I just wish they didn't give him a pirate's nickname.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's his own choice.
I think it'll probably, maybe it'll evolve. I mean, who knows? He probably won't drop the name, but at least himself, he will
Yeah.
kind of play it up. I don't know. It'll be interesting. We have Sheeta returning. Rampage is super short. These are actually the only two things that we really have to talk about.
Yeah.
Love Sheeta. Love her work.
Especially because we're going to get in a Revolution, but also, yeah, I mean, you can't really complain.
Revolution was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a long event, but it was
House
worth
of
it.
Blood.
Woo!
House of Blood.
House of Black,
I know you want to
will
talk
say
about
this
this.
right now, is probably my favorite thing in professional wrestling currently. And that says a lot because I watch dudes beat the shit out of each other with light bulbs, basically. And that is entertainment. House of Black is awesome. I mean, I love the idea of just that violence for the sake of violence. Like, again, I really appreciate that number one in violence sort of thing.
I was waiting for Brody to show up for so long, and I'm happy someone's allowing Malachi to do what he wants.
Oh my god, finally, we're getting like the reign that he should have had.
Having good matches, having good feuds.
How long do
and
you
he's
think
got
this
Brody
Buddy
by his
Matthews
side.
alliance is going to
A
go
while.
on for?
It's going on a while.
I think it's going to last. I think it's going to last.
It's only going to fizzle out to a match.
I think we're getting 6 months of Buddy in the House of Black.
Because in WWE
honestly,
they gave amazing
I don't know
matches.
if he'll ever separate. I think I like if you just stay there, not separate.
Yeah. I would
that tough love aspect though is going to be awesome to see. Like we're going to see Malachi really fucking bitch at him, but not in the way that MJF does. It's going to be more of like, you got to understand, the house always wins.
Yeah.
If you don't win, you're breaking the fucking rule.
Word.
So I think it's going to take on like almost that mobster mentality.
Like if you lose, you're out.
Like, bro, if you lose this next match,
you're done.
It's me and you, and I'm going to fucking break you sort of thing.
You're out if you
lose. It would be so awesome to see.
How do we feel about their match at Revolution?
For losers, just like Chris Jericho don't have no respect for himself and can't cash in on his handshake promise.
Oh my god.
Relax. We gotta backtrack just a little bit because the actual House of Black match against Death Triangle
was great.
Was clean. I mean, you had House of Black's entrance with the 3 different fucking
oh my gosh
masks. Sick. Death Triangle again, sick. They're not really doing anything.
Very upset that Phoenix is out right now, but
I think he'll be back really soon.
Yeah,
because he said it wasn't broken. So I'm like, come on, how much PT do you need for something that wasn't broken? But it gets complicated. But
I think
we'll see.
I think he'll be a 1 by the summer.
Yeah,
definitely.
More than I assume Kenny would.
I just have to talk about this. That fucking
the package pile driver.
There it is, the pile driver. The fucking Malachi ate on the apron.
Oh yeah, wow.
Sold it and everything so clean. It looked so brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the spots that I live for. Like, those are the spots of, he's fine. Like, he's fine. I mean, I'll say this. I've definitely seen, what were we watching where we genuinely thought something was going on? I forgot what it was. Maybe it was when I was at AEW.
I don't know. One of the last times I felt like that in a match, it really was going wrong. And it was Cody splitting his head open.
Oh, shit. That was rough. I remember that.
I was like, yeah, man.
That and Dustin when he split his head open against Cody.
Yeah. That was wild.
Cody really took some mean
beatings
bumps.
That he was
Dude got lit on fire, then they didn't pay him more.
So how do we feel about Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho's feud going on right now?
So
I like it. I mean, it's good for Jericho.
I think it's good for Eddie.
Oh, I was going to say, I think it's good for Jericho.
Look, it's good for both of them.
Eddie needs to be elevated much higher than where he's at right now.
You said Eddie has to be elevated?
Yeah, I love Eddie.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say he deserves to be elevated much higher. I don't see him in a title picture just yet.
People don't know what he's done.
Yeah.
But he's so over.
Yeah, but I feel like still, like, the
like Eddie shows up and the whole arena
is like a household
He could come in, hit a quick back fist, and it's over.
I was about to say, like,
love the finish. I mean, I love that his finish is just a back fist.
When Eddie comes in, he kicks ass, he's over, and then he heads out, even when he loses. So this was interesting to see him win, and then, you had Jericho, I'll shake your hand if I lose, and then he didn't. So, I mean, we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah.
Definitely going to lead to something with Santana or Ortiz still. I don't know who they're going to side with. Most likely Eddie Kingston. And it's going to turn into maybe Jericho, Hager, and Sammy. I doubt Sammy because Sammy pulled off this, like, I'm leaving again thing.
Oh, I don't think he's going to be back. I don't think he's
I think it's going to be like Jericho, Hager, maybe a new member or a return or a debut.
I don't think we're going to get Sammy back in the inner circle.
No, I don't think so either.
Which I think is good. Yeah, I like his... He will eventually be in the world title picture, but it won't be until Darby is holding it or someone smaller.
Jungle Boy, I mean, like, all future
I don't think Jungle Boy is going to touch it anytime soon.
No,
I mean, he's going to be...
touch what, the AEW title?
He's going to be after Darby. I think Darby's first.
Yeah, before him. That's what yeah.
But I think we'll get heel Darby as champ too. Again, AEW predictions are coming on.
Maybe
later.
Jungle Boy beats Darby. That'd be dope.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Predictions later. Maybe.
We're making predictions, I feel, as we've been step by this.
We
so
have.
may
I just know
have
that
to do it later.
we got a whole section of just let's talk what's going on because we're going to end it with the main event.
All right.
Yeah. Next up,
Let's keep putting-
what was that? We had
Fucking triple team.
Young Bucks
versus
Red
Undisputed. Or Red
Red
Dragon.
Dragon, Jurassic Express. Killer match. I didn't watch it, but from what I've heard from them, it's a great match. I missed that match, unfortunately.
No, it was awesome.
Words cannot describe how clean it was.
So
mean,
clean. Jungle Boy.
How often was I like, holy shit, bro, they're about to... We're like, yo, it's over. They hit whatever sequence.
I was
and
jumping,
then I was like,
literally jumping out of my seat with excitement. It's Jungle Boy doing his crazy friggin' flip off the top, suplexing whoever, and then he did like the backflip into the German. It was insane. It was insane. They had so many great spots, and it was just a perfect example.
You have that paired with the Bucks, whose intensity is
always great.
Wow. I mean, literally, the Bucks are just fucking wow.
The Bucks.
Then you also have...
Too sweet for the Bucks.
also have fucking Red Dragon, who's coming in, and they're kicking ass. And I kind of like it because you just never really got tired of their dynamic, even when they were
one
on
of the
NXT.
teams that I feel like out of WWE I didn't expect to go.
Yeah.
I mean, they were great in Ring of Honor. They were great everywhere they went.
Yeah. I just felt like maybe
great
Bobby
matches
Fish
with
was
the Young
going
Bucks
to
in
retire.
Japan.
I thought maybe Bobby Fish wouldn't go, but then he went.
He got released.
Yeah.
I didn't think Kyle would go. I thought Kyle was going to stay and win the NXT title, but proved me wrong.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I like where they're at. All right, so next up, I'm sorry, I don't want to end it short. If
This
you guys
is
have anything
War.
else,
It's
but
Wardlow's time.
we got Wardlow's time coming up, and this is going to take it for you.
I think he's dethroning Sammy Guevara.
Ooh, that would be wild.
1,000%. A double or nothing, it's happening.
Now he's fighting like next Wednesday or something like that, I think.
He'll have a little tension with MJF and do his whole thing.
Or he'll cost him.
They'll feud, but I think...
That's interesting. They could do that.
Is it?
Like,
Keep holding
the
him
entire
down type
Pinnacle will
thing.
cost him, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Because technically, MJF's going to use you're under a contract, you're my employee.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's definitely where they're going to go with this.
I kind of love how this is finally when they did it, and I just loved how they did it.
Yeah, I didn't
Wardlow
expect Wardlow
separating
to go this far when he first debuted.
I did.
But this match was crazy. I mean, you had 4 big men.
Yeah. You had the
little
botch at the end, but
I don't really.
I mean,
count
shout
it
out
as
to Ricky Starks, great performer.
word, bro.
I mean, yeah, your leg gets caught.
Yeah.
He got caught up a little bit on top.
He ate it.
You
know what I mean?
He
didn't.
After
fuck
rewatching it
up
multiple
so bad.
times, he did protect his neck because when he fell, his hands went right behind his head.
Oh yeah, he probably
Look, he
felt
ate the
his
hit
feet
and
get
was
caught,
like,
probably. Yeah, wild, but great match.
I'll say this. I mean, it made it look brutal.
Sometimes when there's bigger
like,
guys,
ate it, and you're just like, damn.
like
and then he
like
won.
Hobbs, and then like sometimes when those bigger guys get into matches like that, sometimes I just feel like their momentum, they are moving so fast that they look a little off balance, and they're like get a little ahead of themselves. So I feel like that's where my only issue would be with that match.
Overall, I would say it was good, though. I mean, Orange Cassidy is amazing. I would love to see Orange Cassidy fight so I can see him do the whole hand in the pockets thing because I don't want to get the holy shit chant going. I want to get the you sick fuck chant going. Like, imagine Orange Cassidy does the fucking kicks. Oh, sick fuck! You sick fuck! Like, come on. That would be awesome. Like, he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
I just think it would be sick.
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill.
29-0. Who do we think's beating her? Do you
Holy
think that?
shit!
Before we get on that, I'm just gonna say I'm not a Jade Cargill fan.
Oh my God, John, get over it, man. Get over it. She's
right
doing
here.
amazing.
It's right here.
I just haven't found anything to enjoy out of her yet. I hope I do.
I can give you 29 things to
I
enjoy
guess
that
it's
she has
because-
done.
I guess it's because I'll be
29.
honest.
29, he counted.
I'll be honest. I guess maybe because I don't watch Dark as much or Rampage, and she's on that a lot, and she's not really on Dynamite as much until she won the TBS title. From there, I'm gonna say my
That's
fan
fair, but I wouldn't
for
say
her
that
has
I'm,
gone
like,
up.
not a
I've
fan.
started to like her a little bit, but it's just I haven't found anything yet.
I mean, you got the fire acid hire. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, I
she
enjoy
was
that.
never misses.
And she's
okay.
in killer shape.
Oh my God, insane. Fucking cut the fuck up. But like, she came out for the January 5th show at Prudential, and she was in the Storm attire. And, like, I was there with Brian and Hamza, and we're fucking looking at it, and we're like, is that... Oh, shit! Like, we're losing our mind. And, like, it's collective. The audience responds to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's so over.
She
as
had a big
heel,
ass
and
pop
it's
for
awesome.
her Jade attire this past
Yes,
time.
I mean,
that was awesome.
There were some cameras that picked up audible
I
gasps.
told you guys, my dream match. I'm trying to see her and get a match.
Now, if I'm going to be honest with who I think is going to dethrone Jade, I would love it to be legit Layla Hirsch. I think
Honestly,
she's great in the ring.
I think we're gonna get someone who's just been here for a
I
while,
would just-
who's a little bit further along in the women's card. So I think it'll either be
I thought it should
Thunder.
have been Ty Conti. I'll say that. Thought it should have been her. But
I mean,
I see why they're going to this 30-0 streak with her.
yeah, they're gonna go 30-0, and then she's gonna lose. The question is, who could they sign by the time that she has to hit 31?
You think it'll be someone new?
Ember Moon.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I could see it, but again, part of me is also like, damn, are they going to go the route of someone new's coming in, let's do this, or are we going to fucking split it up? Like,
we could even get a legend who is not in WWE anymore that could come in, like how Big Show went to AEW. We can get like Trish Stratus coming to AEW, or something like that.
I don't know if I'd want that for the title card.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it could lead into some great matches.
I think, so...
Don't think
one of the things that I have...
Oh, no, but I'm just, like, using it as a prime example.
Like, one of the things that I have with WWE is mostly, you know, the legend comes back and they get a title shot. And it's cool to do, because you can see some awesome fucking title reigns from
as long as it's not Goldberg, we're cool.
Fuck Goldberg. Anyway, I think AEW is going to do their best to completely avoid that. Because Kenny's a legend, but let's be real here. Kenny's still
CM Punk hasn't fought for the title yet.
Yeah, that's great.
It's great. I think
and he's been here for a minute.
I think he will this summer.
He's gonna fucking lose though.
But
he's gonna
lose.
get his ass kicked, and he's not gonna be in any title picture. He might touch the TNT title eventually. Yeah. Eventually.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. This past Sunday was MJF and Punk's second match, and they could do a third after MJF possibly wins the world title, if it happens. Because that's a prediction I'll talk about later on.
Well, yeah, we will definitely get into that. But right now, we're going to stay on Punk because CM Punk is God.
Punk coming out to the OG ROH theme with the OG ROH attire.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, was very obviously on purpose. It was not this, maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't thing. He was probably, Tony Khan was probably like, you should do this because I just bought your fucking company.
Got permission from the band to use the song, and they were like, okay, we're doing this. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Got an amazing pop.
It was a good match.
Once the song started, everybody knew.
The match was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it was
I usually feel like
good.
people don't do dog collar matches like the right way, but they did it. They did a good
they
job.
milked it. Like, it was awesome. You saw MJF immediately leave, and he was like, fucking get over here.
The last spot on the tax.
Even Cody and Brody
Oh my god.
So the best, I think that was one of the best parts is the ring awareness of MJF because listen, he could have landed exactly where he was standing, but he fucking threw himself back onto those tacks to take the bump just because he knew it would push it.
Yeah.
Like, MJF is such an asshole. But I love him.
Yes.
I love watching him.
And like you said, like dog collar matches.
He's not the asshole we need. He's the asshole we deserve.
Yeah.
It's true. Because Ziggler's fucking in NXT.
But, like you said, dog collar matches aren't done the right way a lot.
Yeah.
And the last two that we've seen were great. Cody and Brody, God rest his soul. But I think AEW's killing it with those types of matches right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pushing it. They're pushing it to the point where even WWE has had to say.
I mean,
like
we just won't talk about the explosive barbed wire match.
Yeah, we don't need
the ending at least.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
about? You remember that ending?
Everybody gets a slide.
I mean,
everybody gets one pass.
WWE gets 50. Apparently. Anyway,
how about that pay-per-view?
Which pay-per-view?
With the women following up.
Oh shit! Yeah. Women following up the like the women's match following up CM Punk and MJF.
It was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
I think
sucks honestly, as an avid fan of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. Like I knew that
I don't
want
to say it was underwhelming, but I just feel
think they should.
They had to follow it.
Like they had to follow it.
Yeah.
I think honestly they put on a decent match, but I just feel like people were just like already tired out from that amazing Punk match, and it shouldn't have gone on right after.
Let's be real here.
There was nothing that could have gone after, and people would have been like, say anything holy shit, unless it was Moxley and Danielson.
Right.
But 2 bloodbaths in a row wouldn't have been great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have enjoyed that.
But at the same time, it sucks because we had such high hopes. I mean, me and
Yeah.
you were talking right before it, and we were like, yo, we're about to get match of the
I
year.
also believe it was because we were thinking a lot about their Lights Out match, and it wasn't a Lights Out match.
Yeah, true.
I was thinking of that intensity, but I wasn't thinking of, like, we're going to go see these extreme spots and they're going to be bloody. But, I mean, I thought it was going to be a beatdown for this fucking belt.
Well, we got our beatdown. We got the beatdown we wanted with
Twice.
Mox and Danielson
Yeah.
right after.
Well,
and
yeah,
then
right,
Regal
but those are
coming
the
out and
things-
playing dad and smacking them both in
But
the
those
shape.
are the things that you
Oh, my
expect.
God.
You know what I mean? Not Regal, but those, like, you expect
Not
Moxley.
Regal.
You expect Moxley and Danielson to have a killer match that's
Yeah.
going to be a beatdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, I was really like, holy shit, we're going to get Rosa as champ.
I was so ready for that.
Finally, I was ready for that
But
reign.
I can honestly see
And
them
then at
going
the
the
same
route
time-
of Britt Baker becoming the longest reigning women's champ, beating Sheeta's reign. And then we just get our constant women's champions.
Yeah, true.
I think we'll get Chris Statlander as the next women's champ.
I would love that.
Wow, that's,
And I'm an
That's
avid.
bold.
I'm an.
I
avid-
like that, though.
that is a bold
I'm
choice.
an avid fan of Chris Statlander.
I honestly think it's
I
still
think-
Thunder Rosa.
Here's the thing. I think it's going to come down to Chris and legit Layla Hirsch for this tournament thing that they have going
Yeah, I
on.
forgot they're doing that, yeah.
And I think Chris is going to win that feud. But I think that's also going to force legit Layla Hirsch to the TBS belt.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when you're good enough for that,
Maybe
you're
she'll
good
be-
enough for the other one. You know what I
maybe
mean?
Layla
Yeah.
Hirsch is Jade's 30th win, which I would be fine with.
And they'll go back to back and she'll lose the second one.
Maybe not back to back, but she'll lose it. Maybe not right after. She may go like 31, 32 and lose it like 33.
I think she's going to go 30 and lose 31.
I just feel like that's very, like, predictable.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because I think Jade is so dominant, and I like how they're building her to still seem dominant. It's not this underwhelming, this is a person who can't be beat.
Yeah.
This is someone that they're really like, you know
Love the
what, fuck
manager,
it.
Mark Sterling. I love him.
I think he's funny as hell, but that's about it. I mean, he gets
Yeah.
involved, and then he gets ejected,
Yeah.
and he gets his ass beat. He just does
I love
everything
that he
that a
takes all
manager's
the bumps he
supposed to.
can because he was trained.
I love that he shows
Right.
up with a neck breaker and everything. It's funny. So after the women's match, we have obviously Mox and Danielson, which we
Did
said.
you? I felt like Regal happened so fast. I just like it was right under my nose. I
It was
wasn't even
so-
expecting.
I didn't expect it either.
Okay, here's the
I
thing. I
expected
won't
him
say
to come
it's
around.
unnecessary. It was just like the match was fucking insane. Now they're
Yeah.
kicking the shit out of each other.
I
And we looked at
actually-
each other and we looked back and William Regal was on TV.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
we're like, ha, you. War Games, like fucking.
With Omega.
Yeah. Manga. But I thought it was awesome. I mean, I hope that we get to see Regal in that Ring of Honor developmental space a lot. If
Yeah.
not, then I hope we see him as the
Their manager.
killer manager of Moxley and Danielson, who hate each other but have to fight with each other.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's going to be amazing to see that.
I
play
won't say
out.
hate each other. I think they have a certain level
Nah,
of
they're
respect for each
well,
other.
yeah, obviously, but they're going to
But
be
they're
like,
gonna butt heads a lot.
it's going to be
yes.
like, fucking get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
But it's going to lead them to the belts. You want my
Alright.
honest opinion? I think that later on we will see that tag team versus House of Black for the sake of violence.
Yes.
The idea of Brody King being number one in violence, that fucking
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy is judgment, that Malachi is the fucking devil. Like, you have this idea of this versus violence of Moxley, who doesn't give a shit, and Danielson, who
Yeah.
will do anything.
They're gonna have
Yeah.
a crazy ass fucking match.
So that's
Yeah.
what that's a long term hope for mine. Next up, we got the 6-man fucking tornado.
Sting taking a crazy ass dive.
Yo.
3 tables.
62
Oh my
years
God.
old. 62.
He climbed up and I was like, "Yo,
No way.
Sting is about to jump."
Well, they set up the tables and we're like, damn, I wonder who's going through
And
it.
then we
And
saw
we're like,
Mad
oh, it's the
Sting.
2 oldest people up
I
there.
was like, "What the fuck?"
And then it was just the oldest dude. It was, like, great.
wow,
This is
bro,
even
this is
better.
insane, and it was a wild ass bump. They demolished 3 of the tables. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
That was a wicked ass
Well,
match.
I had a weird feeling at the end of it that it was Sting's last match, the way they were just treating it, but I doubt it.
Nah, I think he's just over.
I feel
Every
like
time
they'll
that
give him
Sting's-
more for that.
Yes.
Every time that Sting's in there, he's in there.
I think we could honestly see a very good tag team title reign between him and Darby for a little while, and then a heel
Maybe.
turn maybe.
I don't know. I would like
I
to
feel
see
like
the
it's
heel
not
turn.
necessary. I feel like
I
they
just
don't
like
need
if they
it.
wanted to give him a title at one point, that'd be the one to do instead of a singles world title. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a text.
No, you're good. The main event.
Adam Cole, baby,
Baby.
versus cowboy shit hangman Adam Page.
Yeah.
Great match.
My bad, everyone. I'm like texting my mom. Anyway.
Oh, texting mommy.
So cute. Anyway.
How do we feel about that main event?
Okay, so the main event is interesting because you have Adam Cole, who has been dominant.
I think it was time for him to get his real first loss, like record loss.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan that Hangman has given two undefeated people their first record loss, Danielson and Cole, but
I don't like that it's been underwhelming and he's doing this still.
I feel like they have to prove, like, I have to show everybody that Hangman's not fucking around. He's here to play, and he's a main event.
Which here's the thing, I appreciate the match, but at the end of the day, it's like
I'm getting his ass beaten and showing up and doing that.
That's what it is.
I wish he was doing more of the matches a little bit, but.
And I've told you guys.
Great table spot with the dead eye.
Yeah, but it's like I've told you guys for weeks at this point. He shows up and he gets his ass beat for 20 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, buckshot.
Buckshot. 1, 2, 3. He retains. Oh my God, who saw it coming? I did. Anyway, and it sucks because it's like you got guys like Adam Cole. Who would run shit as chair?
Yeah. I just think it's a little early for it.
Why is my mom texting me right now? It's interesting because I wish that we were able to get him dethroned, but at the same time, I don't want him to have a short reign. I just want him to do more with it.
Yeah.
But the matches are great, and I always feel like the matches are great because of the opponent.
They should
That's
just let
what it ends up being.
Danhausen dethrone him.
Yeah, Danhausen is the face of it.
I'm excited to see where they go with him. Do you have any predictions for him?
My prediction for Danhausen,
he'll just be like a little quip, like in show.
No.
We'll get an in-ring match, a lot of in-ring matches with him, but I don't think he'll be that big of a star.
He will either get a TNT title reign or a tag title.
I don't think so.
Or a tag title reign.
I don't think so. If he gets a tag title reign, it's got to be with Orange Cassidy, but I just don't see it.
Do you have any other big predictions?
Okay,
what's your biggest prediction
MJF
for
is
AEW?
winning the AEW World Title at Double or Nothing.
From Hangman?
Yes.
Wow.
And then him and Wardlow might feud for it.
That'd be dope. Here's the thing.
I could see.
I don't think that MJF should win it just to feud with Wardlow.
Maybe not feud with Wardlow, but I'm just saying.
Wardlow's going to be TNT title, like TNT.
Because I feel like when
I don't think they should hold the titles at the same time. I don't think they should do that.
Do what? Wait, do what?
Have Wardlow be TNT champ and MJF is world champ.
Why?
Yeah.
After they feud. I just think it's a lot to put on them.
And it does
I don't want Wardlow's
and having someone lose then get debunked.
It does what WWE is doing by taking two belts and making them get occupied by one storyline.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that the feud with Wardlow and MJF has to completely sever it.
In order for them to get their titles.
In order for it to do it. The only thing, though, is that you also don't want Wardlow's fucking win in the ladder match to be wasted. Because you don't want... It's like you don't want the dude to win the Money in the Bank just to cash in
and
lose.
Yeah.
It's weird. You're in a weird gray area of anything can happen with AEW and Ring of Honor, and that is terrifying but so exciting because we're going to see some absolute dominance in wrestling. It's true.
Well, we're back, and we are going to rank past WWE championships.
And it's from 1980 to 2021.
Yes.
So we're not covering this year, but
we're going to get a good amount of
with some WWE championship reigns. And we are going to start...
Let's start with
AJ Styles.
So let's just go through our rankings real quick. What do we have? What do we have as our options?
Oh, yeah, we got S, A, B, C, D. S obviously being just fucking superb.
Top of the list.
Yeah.
No one can break this reign.
And then alphabetically A, B, C, D.
D standing for don't fucking do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Goldberg. We do not care.
And S standing for sure.
Goldberg.
Goldberg, AJ.
S, Seth.
Man, where would you put AJ on this list? So I feel like AJ, me personally, and I'll only say this, if we're basing it off of just the WWE Championship reign, I think we have to put him at B.
I disagree with that.
He's had great runs.
Would you put him at A?
I'd put him at A. Because he became the longest reigning WWE champion in SmackDown history.
If we take a look at anybody else who has held the title and how many times, I would just say the lack of how long he's been in WWE has to come into play to it.
I don't think so.
I don't
Here's
think
how
that
I feel.
matters in terms of the reign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if someone shows up and kicks ass and wins the belt, I'm not
Yeah.
So
complaining.
what were your favorite moments in his reign?
That's a good
Like, pretty much
question.
everything. I enjoyed his feud with Samoa Joe. I enjoyed I enjoyed the beginning of his feud with Shinsuke Nakamura, and the heel turn. When it went to like 4 months almost, I got stale.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed.
We're at a year with Roman. This is gonna be so funny to me.
So where are we? I think it's fair we go between A and B.
I think we should go with A because I'm playing the factor of him becoming the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history and beating JBL's reign.
I'm gonna go with B simply because you ended it with "He got stale."
Well, that feud, I'm saying.
I think we should.
that-
I
that
think we
was-
should save A for people who have better reigns, but B. I think
I think
B
that
is
there's just a
safe
lot
rate.
on this list, so if you're looking at the real scale of everything,
I think B is safe.
someone
Maybe we
else is
can-
gonna beat him.
All right.
out.
So we're going with B for AJ. B.
And at the end, we could always switch it around if we
Next
really
up,
want.
Next up,
Alberto
we have
Del Rio.
Alberto Del
D.
Rio.
We're not gonna talk
D,
about this.
just
It's going
D.
to
Let's
D.
just drop him in D. I'm happy with him being there.
Andre
Andre
D.
the
He held it for a few minutes. D.
Really?
He was sold the title by Ted DiBiase.
Oh right.
Wasn't it? Oh no! It was not that.
Wasn't that?
He sold
Why
it
am I
to Ted
remembering
DiBiase.
Yeah.
he sold it to. Okay.
I think we
I
should
get
give
very
Andre
fucking.
But he still only held it for a few minutes.
I get so fuzzy.
to
with
drop
some of these old
Alberto
school
Del
dudes.
Rio into D so quickly, and not at least acknowledge the legend that Andre the Giant is. I think he deserves C.
Yeah.
Okay. That Batista reign, oof. I would go with C as well.
He's holding the spinner belt. So
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
2010 heel Batista. Hollywood heel Batista.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
wasn't
with
a
C.
super huge fan.
The only
of him
reason
at
why
that
I'm
point.
going with C is because it was a short reign,
what was his
but it
entrance
was a
at this
great storyline.
That was when he abandoned the.
The machine gun pyro. And,
point?
yeah.
Fucking D at that point.
See, I
Big
don't
Show.
remember this reign at all.
I love the Big Show. This is a great reign.
I put it at B, I guess.
I would put it at B. I can understand why
agree
you
with
would
that.
put it at B. B makes sense.
Because I don't remember it.
It was when he was doing all of his
No,
matches with
I
Angle
remember, but I just don't remember some of it. Well, I really didn't watch it mainly at the time.
All right, so next up we got Lashley.
Lashley. Let's do Lashley next. And
Lashley's
Lashley's
gonna be
super recent
interesting.
too, so
I would go with B as well for him because his reign was actually very good.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I think it was
Yeah.
good. I don't think it was enough. I think it should be at C only because
I would put it C because I felt like it was super predictable as what was going to
Yeah.
happen next. But
And also-
I enjoyed it.
the people he was facing for it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the matches. I feel like he fought a lot of the same people, did a lot of the same things. Bray Wyatt, I think, deserves B.
Bray Wyatt at this
That
point.
reign, I gotta go with C. It didn't live up to the hype. That reign.
I fucking love Bray Wyatt though.
I'm just saying that reign.
I'm just
I'm
a
not saying
huge
his
fan
work.
of his.
The way he dropped it to Orton at Mania and then did nothing else and was dropped very low and then got released. I don't think so. No, I think C. That reign specifically.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart. I mean, I feel like,
overall, his overall entire reigns, I would go with A.
yeah. I was
A?
gonna say it's got to be A or S.
Nah, I gotta go with A for Bret. He's just a great
Dude's
in-ring talent. He's
Fucking
done great.
legend.
Yeah. I would put him A.
Yeah.
So Bret Hart taking the first A slot.
The
Brock
first S slot is
Lesnar.
gonna be okay.
Brock.
Here's the thing with Brock. I did not like him until Farmer Brock, which was not until late
But we're
2021.
also here, we also are including his
Feud with
2002 title reigns as well.
Are we?
These are just all their reigns together.
I
Based
would
off of
honestly
that.
put Brock in C.
I put him in
That-
B.
that
I put him in
I would
B.
put him in B.
I'll put him in B because his feud with Seth was crazy.
I feel like I.
And
And
Yeah,
his
I beat
matches
him.
with Kurt. And his
I always
matches
feel
with
like
Kurt
the
were
other
great.
wrestler elevates Brock, and it's
Yeah,
never
but
Brock.
still, the reign just did it.
Yeah.
And his win at Mania.
When
he
I'm
had a
looking at
great
the
match.
overall
Even though he messed up with the shooting
We
star
can do
press,
B.
but
I'll agree to B.
Messed up. You mean almost killed himself?
I mean, he's done that move numerous times. It was just based off how
By the
far
way,
he
I
was
just
in the ring.
I just want to point out we are not putting this in order of like, okay, Brock was better than Big Show, but less
Yeah,
than
no,
Yeah,
Joe.
no.
We're
not
just
all
going
that
the
serious.
general shit.
Next up, we have Jericho.
Okay.
Can you move this one to the bottom?
I don't.
Yeah, I think you can.
Can I? Sweet.
Nice.
There we go. All right, next we got Jericho. Okay, so Jericho. Let's be real here. I mean, Jericho is one of the more entertaining heels, especially when you look at the early 2000s.
Jericho has such a legacy. He's
Leading
the first
into
man to win
2009,
both
I would
belts
say.
in the same night.
I think that escalates
That
where
gives
he
him
goes.
a standards in my book.
I think A, really?
A standards. And that's going from how he's done
I'd put him in
things
A.
in Japan and where he
Okay.
is now.
Okay.
And how many times he can come back and reinvent himself and just not disappoint.
434 days, CM Punk.
I'm going to put this one at Supreme.
Yeah, that was a great run.
There's no denying that CM Punk, I mean, fine, listen, you can separate the matches and then be like, well, what did he do on the mic? What didn't he fucking do on the mic?
And his matches were better too. I mean, they were
Yeah,
great.
no, they were amazing
His
matches.
entire
It makes
feud with
sense.
Chris Jericho in 2012 with the alcohol thing. It was
I was
great.
never
That was
bored of
hilarious.
CM Punk ever.
Jericho slipping on beer.
That
It
shit was
great.
so funny. Okay, next up, we
I-
got who is probably the greatest living wrestler right now,
I'm gonna put him in A.
Daniel Bryan.
I'll go
I'll
A.
put that one in A because I'll just say this. I wasn't a fan of what he was doing at that time, but
What, the eco-friendly?
I know I liked it, but I felt like
I liked
he
how
could have been
aggressive
doing
he was
more.
about it.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
so
Fickle.
funny.
Fickle.
But if we're the reason why I put him in A is because also if we're talking about all the reigns. His WWE World Title reign when he won at Mania, the Miracle on Bourbon Street, didn't last long because of his neck,
Yeah.
which sucked.
Just a side note, in case you're watching this and you're jumping to the comments and going, he didn't fucking do that guy. We're not doing everybody.
Yeah.
We're picking out some notable people. We're going down the line. If we like it, we'll do it.
Even people that he doesn't know.
It's 100% fair.
Next up, let's do Eddie next.
Eddie next? S.
S.
What the fuck?
Eddie
S.
S. Always S.
What do you mean? Eddie's in the conversation, S. There's just no denying.
No denial.
There's no conversation to be had.
We're going
about it.
Ambrose. I'm going C.
Yeah, I'm going C.
C? Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'll give him C. I don't know what
Sadly,
the
wasn't great.
Sadly, it was ineffective, I think.
You're gonna have to be a certain type of bad champ to be in D with Del Rio.
Diesel. I would go
Um,
C as well. That reign, I don't remember much.
I'm gonna say
I was gonna
this.
say
I don't
how-
think Diesel I would put on the list.
I'm not saying. I mean, should we put him on the list?
I wouldn't have him make the board.
All right, Diesel, you are deemed
Non-boardable.
non-boardable.
I'm gonna go B with
Drew?
I'm
Drew?
gonna go B.
I'm gonna say A.
Really?
And I'm gonna say A because he was our saving grace when we had nothing.
You know what?
am
I
gonna
can agree
be-
with
and
that.
held
I
it
can
down.
agree with
Okay,
that. I
listen,
can agree with
But
that.
here's the thing: I'm going to be the tiebreaker and say B.
Ah.
Yes, because eventually it just kind of got taken apart, and then it did
And he
not
got-
fucking matter.
And too long of a feud with Orton. I didn't
Yeah, I
enjoy.
guess it
didn't
fizzled out.
matter, and it sucks because
It
I'll say
fizzled
this:
out.
I don't put it on him. I think COVID was the biggest buzzkill for that.
Mhm.
No, yeah.
Like COVID really just killed all of it. So they were like,
if there were
"What can
crowds,
we do?"
He would have gotten over
Gotcha.
even more.
All right, so we'll do B. B for him.
And he's in there with Brock.
Yeah.
Supreme.
Supreme Edge.
Edge Supreme.
Supreme.
Radar
Supreme.
spinner belt. I mean,
Fucking heel Edge.
Yeah.
slapping
Oh.
the taste out of John Cena Sr.'s mouth.
Spearing John Cena
The
through
live
a
sex
table
celebration.
On ECW One Night Stand.
after lighting Terry Funk on fire.
The live sex celebration? Was that on a Raw?
No, we're
No,
talking.
no, we were
I'm
talking
saying,
about the.
I'm saying Edge spearing Cena through
yeah,
a table.
yeah.
ECW One Night Stand at Hammerstein
Yeah,
Ballroom.
We'll give him S.
Just
S.
that, S.
S.
Guys, come back next week when we rank pay-per-views. We're not doing that. We're ranking something else. But it'll be interesting.
No, next week we're gonna try to do the wrestler movies. Hopefully we can do
Yes.
that.
Yeah, movies
Yes.
that have
WWE.
wrestlers.
Newsflash, we're going to get a lot of D's. Anyway,
Next up.
Hollywood Hogan.
Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan in general, I would put him in A.
I am going to abstain, so I'm not on the record saying anything good about Hulk
I would
Hogan.
honestly, I would put him in A. If
I'm gonna
the
put
whole-
Hogan at A.
If the whole
As a
tape-
wrestler, yes,
Hold
it's A.
if the tape and everything and the whole thing was controversy never
You
happened,
can't deny
he
what
would have been
Hogan
an
did
S.
for the
Yeah,
wrestling
he would have been
world.
an S. That
Iron Sheik, I think, deserves a C.
really?
No, maybe B.
I'd say
Yeah, I
B.
would say
B.
B.
Yeah, I'm down with B for Iron Sheik
That dude's
because
got railed by the fans. Let's be real here.
he's gonna put you in the camel clutch and fuck you in the ass.
Hey, I think JBL was a great champion.
Really?
He had the second longest reign now as the champion, and he killed it. He was a great heel.
Here's the thing.
I love the JBL.
I agree with it.
Yes. I think
but I agree with it even more to where I would put him in S.
Really?
Wow, that's a lot.
He has insane
No, I can't.
matches.
I can't.
I gotta go.
You're talking match quality?
I'll put him in A.
If we want, we can go back in and decide.
I'm perfectly fine. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with putting him at A. That's not a bad spot to be, but I'm just saying that match quality.
Hardy, I'm going to put B.
Okay.
Just because he could never just get it done.
Here's the thing.
And he got too short of a reign.
Always.
He only got a 2-month reign, I think.
This is the thing. My 8-year-old self, S. I don't care if he ran for fucking 5 minutes. That, like, S.
No, I'm
Legitimately
say
speaking, it's got to be A. I would actually put him at B because he couldn't get it together and he couldn't maintain
I mean, I'm going to say
But I
this.
don't put that on him. I put that,
If we're going to put
booking,
AJ
right?
at
There's
B,
a lot of
Jeff has to be
equity.
at a B.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
If AJ's at B, Jeff has to be at B.
Yeah, definitely. Or we can move AJ
I'm
up.
also going to say this. Gender, I want to put it at B. I kind of want to put his reign was decent enough to be
Yeah,
in
but
B.
I just think he should be in C.
I put him
Really?
at C.
Yeah, I
enjoyed the reign a little bit.
I just think I don't think it had that amount of big.
But no, I see
think
your
he's-
reason.
some
I think
boring
he's
things,
good.
the things they did with Orton. Like I just feel like
Yeah, I can see where you're going.
I
with
think
it.
he was good. I mean, it was just the presence was lacking. I mean, when you think WWE champ, do you think of someone as memorable as Hardy and AJ and Brock? Or
Yeah.
do you think of
Yeah,
Jinder
you're right.
Mahal?
No, you're right.
Shit, you're right. He was champ. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
which sucks.
Yeah.
On the
Cena
record, I
S.
like him.
Yeah,
Cena's
Cena's
S.
gotta
What
go
the
in an
fuck?
S.
That's not
Not
even
a
a question.
Kane, I'm gonna be honest. I think that reign should go to D. It was a very, very
D?
short reign.
But we're talking every reign. Is this the only
He's
reign?
only had one reign.
You're right. You're right. He has. I'm thinking of every other belt that he's held. Damn.
C, I'm not C, D. I'm sorry. D. I really think
I don't
D
want
is.
to put him with Del Rio.
Because he lost it literally that night.
can we
to
just
Stone
take
Cold.
Del Rio off?
Del Rio, you are unboardable.
Being removed for the sake of Kane's likeness over you.
But here's the thing. You're not being removed for the same reason as fucking Diesel.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually say let's throw Diesel up in D with Kane.
Yeah.
Fuck it. The board has made a decision.
There we go.
Kofi. Again, my 8-year-old S.
B. I'm going B with this one because his reign, I feel, just didn't live up to
I'm
the
gonna
hype.
say-
got robbed,
I'm gonna
though.
say
Like, it wasn't him.
A. I'm gonna say A because it
I
wasn't
think-
him.
No,
it's not
no,
his
I'm not
fault
saying
that
that.
they
I'm-
won't use him.
Here's the thing. I
great way
would
they
say
can.
A for that, but then when I think about it,
B.
it
Okay,
has to be B because of
Hardy's
how it
on B.
because of how it unfolded.
Yeah, completely get it.
And not even the Brock situation.
'Cause let's be real
he
here.
didn't have many great feuds.
Let's be real
He
here.
only had maybe three major feuds, which was Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, and Randy Orton.
If we're judging,
And Owens was great.
and also if we're gonna judge like expectation, these people would be higher. Let's be real. here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
dude's in A, like would the expectation would be S.
I
Mr.
think next
Angle.
up, honestly, we have an A.
S. I think we have an S.
Kurt Angle? I'd go with A.
I'm gonna go with A.
Um,
No, I don't know.
That's hard.
Kurt's just...
No, I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna say A.
Alright.
Definitely A. I don't think he's enough.
I didn't immediately
to
jump
match
to
up
S.
with those 4 guys.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Really?
Here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. When we heard these dudes' names,
Because
it
I'm
was
thinking
S.
of the people I know.
I
that
don't know.
was
I'm thinking
S.
of all. I'm thinking all of his reigns combined. S.
I'm thinking of all the people that I will put up in S, and I would put him like the step below them. Honestly,
I wouldn't. I'm gonna just. That's my opinion. But okay.
All right, I'll be the tiebreaker. What I'll do to make everybody else happy is I'll put him in the front.
If
of
A. Okay.
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 That's the only one that matters. What would I say?
Mankind, I think, gets a B because he deserves.
I think he gets front of B. Honestly, if we want to do that, because of that whole entire situation of them spoiling it and everyone just turning it off to go watch him win the title.
Yeah,
I'm down with
I'm down. B,
Yeah.
front. That's
Oh.
fine. That's fine.
There we go. I'll fix it.
Miz, okay.
Both
Okay.
reigns.
This
C.
may be an
I was
unpopular
about to say
opinion.
C, like
I
would say-
think Miz deserves an A.
Not the time he held it. I think in 2010 he.
From cementing his legacy and not really being someone you thought was going to do it, but he's always delivered.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
but he
wanna
was a
talk-
transitional champ last year. I didn't enjoy that. I
My-
feel like that's why I'm.
We're not
just
talking about last year, though.
In 2010, it wasn't a great reign either.
We're talking about 2021 here.
Yeah, but I mean,
No, I'm
if I had to
talking
go
about both. I'm
before, I
talking
think
about
it was
both.
good.
I know.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Can we do B? What were you guys saying? B or C?
I was saying C.
I was going to agree with him on C. It's just when you look at it, it was not an effective championship reign, in my opinion.
All right.
And he's had way more lows than I think he's had highs.
Gotcha.
Although I do appreciate the highs, so sorry, dude.
C. Randall Keith Orton.
Okay, I would go with S on this. I'm looking at everything. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I got to go with S.
There's not one you
2009 Orton. Kill it.
2009 Orton?
Bald Orton.
Gets fucking triple S.
Yeah.
Whatever the highest is, I mean, he's up there with Cena and Edge in that era of, so good for no reason.
Macho Man.
A.
A.
Yeah, A.
Honestly, A.
I fucked my throat doing that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your sounds like so low.
You gotta sound like you fucking ate a cigarette.
Ray. A.
Really? That was not a good reign because you lost later in the night. You only held it once.
I'm thinking of all of his title reigns. I keep forgetting this is just WWE.
I mean,
and I'm not thinking
we'll
of their
definitely have
specific
to do.
reigns.
We'll definitely have to do World Heavyweight. We'll definitely do that some point down the road. But this reign, I would go D.
D.
Because of how he lost
I get it. How quick it was.
And to who?
Here's the
He
thing.
lost to Cena the
Cena.
night Cena lost. The night after he lost to Punk. I didn't think it was right.
D. All right. D.
My issue is that my 8-year-old is screaming fucking S, Brendan.
We know where this one's gonna go. Do we think? Are we thinking it, or are we thinking about the recent allegations?
Okay.
I'm going to...
Out of respect for Alberto Del Rio, we'll leave this at the bottom, but it's Ric Flair, and it's an S.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. It's an S, but out of respect, we can't.
RVD. I think...
That
fucking
S. A.
S.
He deserves S.
But
it's going to A. It's going to A, but
they couldn't handle him smoking a little bit of the ganj. So
S right here coming up. S.
I would like to backtrack real quick to the Ric Flair thing. I just want everyone to know I don't like Ric Flair. But we're looking at the title reign, and it's got to be an S. And just retrospect, fucking The Rock S.
Yeah.
Easy.
Not
one
of
the greatest wrestlers to ever grace a microphone.
For Roman, I'm gonna put him in the B category.
I was gonna say C with his WWE title reign.
Damn.
I'm gonna say B.
I'm going with B.
Because you can't ignore what he's doing now and how long he's holding it all.
Yeah, are we
what
really
he's
looking
getting
at
done.
now? Because that's universal.
Yeah, true. Oh, I guess.
I'm bleeding it into it. Just a little bit. I gotta take it into consideration.
Alright, no, B's fine.
Let's be real here.
Let's give him B.
Yeah, low B, okay.
I'll put it at the bottom of B.
Yeah. Seth, I'm gonna say S.
I'm doubling up on S.
I'm thinking C. I mean, not C, S.
Wow.
I almost said C, and I'm like,
I'm thinking C, John. That averages us down.
I'm thinking he should be down there with Rick and Albert.
No, S. I do agree with S. I don't know where C came from.
I've never seen a Seth Rollins match.
I think I'm saying C for the next person.
I saw one Seth Rollins match, and I was like, "Why is this happening?"
I think I said C. I think I said C, thinking of this next person.
Break up. Fuck.
I think Sergeant Slaughter should be at C.
Yeah,
I would put him at D.
Really? I think his reign was long enough to be a C. You know, and especially with the gimmick he had.
Are we basing it off length though?
Yeah, like
what he got done. I would go with D. Let's do D.
Okay.
I think he deserves a D. Shawn Michaels
S.
S, and put him above in the little up in here because I'm not gonna disrespect my man Shawn and have him be at the bottom.
Yeah,
he's above Edge.
Sheamus, I'm gonna put at the C level.
Yes, C.
Just because he had a good amount of reigns, but he never
Fun fact.
wildly cool.
Yeah.
One super fun fact. I stopped watching WWE because Sheamus was constantly champion.
When I was a little kid, that much.
Well, I didn't
appreciated him as a bad guy, but
I didn't like him because I was a huge Cena fan and I was a little kid.
It's going through your head.
So it's like you see Cena lose constantly. And then Cena loses the belt, but then Nexus is getting intervening with every match.
Yeah. I mean, Nexus is great. I love Nexus.
As a kid, I didn't like it because I'm watching all my favorite people lose.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. It's like Jungle Boy when he first started.
Yeah.
I was so with it, but he just lost, and I was like, I can't vouch
So where are we putting him?
C?
I could even put him in the D realm.
Really?
Yeah.
I think his cash should makes up for it.
I would go with C.
Oh, on Roman.
Yeah, I think
okay,
C, yeah.
we could do C.
Is that who I think it is?
Stone Cold?
S.
S. What the fuck? S.
Not a question. Put Triple H in the S because we know he's going to go in there anyway.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
Same thing, honestly.
I'm going to say Taker deserves A.
Really?
Yes.
I can agree with
And
that.
I'm going to only say
I
that
can
because I
agree
think
with that.
Undertaker has had way, way, way better luck in the
World
Championship picture, not the WWE title
Yeah.
picture.
My thing with Taker is everything that he does is an S to me.
I get it, but I think for this specific belt, especially if you think of that gimmick, I would put him at A. Because that gimmick didn't hold that belt and do crazy things with it. He had it and it was on and off. I feel like there were a lot of guys circulating that belt around.
Yeah.
McMahon, I don't ever really want to deal with him as a champ, so D.
D.
I'm not. I mean, we could just not recognize it.
All right, I'm down. He's not a wrestler.
What about-
Yokozuna, I would be disrespecting if I didn't put him at least an A or a B.
I'd put him at B.
Yeah, B.
Dude, I mean, like, what's Yokozuna? What about Warrior?
B as well, I think. I think B.
Probably B.
Oh, there we go. I can extend it. That's what I was thinking. What else do we got down?
Sid.
Are we adding any of these at all? If we do,
If I put Sid, he'd be in the D category.
yeah. Same thing with McMahon.
These last three left would get the D category.
Fuck that. I'd make it lower if I could.
I would put McMahon in C if you had to, really.
Oh shit! Whoops. We said D for
Yeah,
him, right?
D for him. I would put, I guess, McMahon at C because it was like eventful.
Yeah,
I
it was
guess.
something nobody expected.
And then these three are unintelligible.
Why don't we recognize? Wait, why don't we recognize the Bob Backlund?
No, we can recognize Bob Backlund.
Yeah, and that
Oh,
he had a
whoops.
long reign.
I
I'm honestly
somehow
gonna go
did
B.
not-
I'm going to put Bob Backlund in the C category.
Really, I would have said
Only-
B because
Only
of the long
because I
reign.
just feel like the length, it has nothing to do with. At a certain point, we can't recognize length, and we have to recognize
But
what you
he
got
was such a great heel
We got D or C.
too. I think.
C. I think he
C.
deserves
Okay,
C.
if we're gonna. Pick
I'm
one,
abstaining
C.
because I didn't really pay attention to this. So
You don't even know who Bob Backlund was.
Yeah, you don't.
You're a good point.
Good point.
Do we really now think about it? Do we really want to add Ric Flair or no?
If we add
D.
Ric Flair, it's S.
Yeah, with the reign, yeah.
Ignore everything you know about Ric Flair, and in the wrestling game, a man holds the how many?
16.
Oh,
Okay.
16.
So let's pump him up into S. I think it's only fair.
Even though it's not just WWE, but he's still great.
Alberto Del Rio's fucking reign sucked anyway. So
E. You get E. You
W.
get E for fucking Y.
Yeah.
Well, guys, next week we are going to be
First
bringing
triple
you
threat
a match with our created guys in the WWE 2K22 game. We are going to spend extensive hours creating the best characters that we possibly can for you and put on the best match that we possibly can. That's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about that after.
We're also going to get into some deathmatch wrestling. I would
Deathmatch
actually
wrestling.
love to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to think of some conversation points. We have a fun game of Wrestling Would You Rather, where it's going to go something like this. Would you rather do this or that? And then we're going to talk about it. It's exhilarating.
Yeah, we're going
It's
to
going
have
to be
fun.
pretty fun.
But thanks for everybody who listened today. You know, we're going to spend some time editing this and just kind of making sure that everything's flowing correctly.
And we hope to keep bringing you guys a lot of episodes, and hopefully
Week
like,
after
down the
week.
line we can do some giveaways
Yeah.
and
Here's the
opening
thing.
cards.
If this hits 10,000 likes, I will hit him with a fucking kendo stick.
Yeah, I'll take 10 shots in the back with a kendo stick.
For
10,000 likes. That's
it
easy.
would be
Yeah.
insane.
That's easy. Let's get it going.
So-
Guys, ramp it up.
If you can share this, do
Subscribe
it.
to the Chair
Chair
Shot
Shot
Chronicles, and we'll be here.
Fucking jazz hands.
We'll be here, hopefully, giving you awesome updates and interacting with you guys and just giving you great content.
You know,
Thanks for being here.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
We'll see you next Thursday.